welcome back to my channel, The Rich Guides, where we break down complex immigration process to help you achieve your American dream. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our latest update. Today, we are diving into one of the most talked about topics for EB2 NIW applicants, and that is the RFEs, or the request for evidence. Before we jump into the RFEs, let's quickly cover what the EB2 NIW visa is all about. The EB2 stands for Employment-Based Second Preference, and NIW means National Interest Waiver. This visa is specifically for individuals with advanced degrees or exceptional abilities who can demonstrate that their work benefits the United States as a whole. Essentially, it lets you skip the usual requirements of a job offer and labor certification if you can show that your work is in the national interest of the United States. So, if you are a researcher, you are a student, an engineer, healthcare professional, or any skilled individuals whose work has a positive impact, the EB2 NIW might be a great pathway for you. So, what exactly is an RFE and why might you receive one? An RFE, or request for evidence, is issued by USCIS when they need more information to make a decision on your case. Remember, an RFE does not mean your case is denied. It just means USCIS wants more clarification or additional documentation before moving forward. Here are some of the most common reasons applicants receive an RFE for an EB2 NIW case. One common reason for an RFE is that USCIS finds insufficient evidence of your qualifications. For the EB2 NIW, you need to prove either an advanced degree or exceptional ability. If USCIS feels you haven't provided enough documentation to establish these qualifications, they may issue an RFE asking for additional proof. Another common reason is the national interest requirement. Since the EB2 NIW visa waives the need for a US job offer, USCIS requires strong proof that your work benefits the national interest of the United States. They may request additional documentation if they feel your initial evidence doesn't convincingly show how your work impacts the US at a national level. Sometimes, USCIS may feel there is a lack of detailed supporting evidence, even if you've included general documentation. For example, you might have a well-organized resume or personal statement, but if specific pieces of evidence are missing, USCIS will ask you to fill in these gaps. Believe it or not, one of the simplest yet most common reasons for an RFE is insufficient filing fees. If you've underpaid, USCIS will issue an RFE to request the correct amount before they process your case further. Finally, an RFE can be issued if there are incomplete forms or inconsistencies in your application. Simple mistakes like missing signatures, unchecked boxes, or conflicting information can prompt an RFE and slow down your case. So, if you have received an RFE, what do you do now? Here are some key tips for crafting a successful response. First, read the RFE thoroughly. Take your time to understand exactly what USCIS is asking for. Some RFEs are straightforward, while others are very detailed. Highlight each point USCIS had questioned and make sure you are addressing each part in your response. Tip number 2, gather additional evidence to support your case. For EB2 NIW, this might mean adding more expert letters of recommendation that highlight your achievements, or providing additional published research, patents, or citations to show the impact of your work. It could also mean adding more letters or documents that specifically explain how your work benefits the United States on a national level. Tip number 3, if your RFE challenges the national interest aspect, consider adding to or revising your personal statement. Be very clear about how your work positively impacts the US and why it matters on a broader scale. Use concrete examples and measurable results if possible. Tip number 4, when you send your RFE response, be sure to organize it clearly. Create a cover letter summarizing each USCIS question and the evidence you are providing. Structure the response so it's easy to follow and label your documents properly. Tip number 5, don't hesitate to seek legal help if the RFE seems complex or if you are not sure about how to best present your case. Immigration attorneys or consultants specialize in EB2 NIW, and they can guide you in addressing each point and strengthening your response. Getting an RFE might feel like a setback, but it is also an opportunity to strengthen your case. Think of it as another chance to show USCIS why your work matters to the US. Keep your responses well organized, thoroughly, and as clear as possible, and you will be setting yourself up for the best possible outcome. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on navigating the US immigration process. Good luck with your EB2 NIW journey, and remember, we are here to help every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.